So in problem number 15, hypothesis testing for the mean. So they ask you to test the claim that the mean waiting time is less than 10 minutes. So the meal is less than 10 minutes. We call this one the original claim. And the complement for less than, it is greater than equal to. And the null hypothesis is the one that contains the equal sign. So this one, you could put the mu greater than equal to, or you could just put equal to. And then the alternative hypothesis, this one, it is the alternative hypothesis. So the mu less than 10. You want to put unit, or you don't need to. This is the original claim. And to solve by hand the one mean, so you want to using this formula here, because they never give you the population standard deviation, right? So I want to use this formula. So it is t equal to x bar minus the mu for the x bar, which is the same thing as the mu, s over square root n. So look at the problem number 15. Her mean waiting time was 7.6 minutes. So that is the x bar equal to 7.6. Standard deviation, the sample standard deviation 2.3. S equal to 2.3. And the n equal to, what's my n? 18 different occasions. So n is equal to 18. So put in this formulas. So 7.6 minus 10 over 2.3 over square root of 18. So put in calculator and see what do you have for the t. So I get the t is negative 4.43. Okay. Then degree of freedom is n minus 1, so it's 18 minus 1 is 17. So this one, it is in less than, so this one is in left-tail, so this the t distribution. It is the left-tail. So left-tail is right here, similar to the standard normal distribution. So, and then what's my alpha? What's my alpha? 0.01. So here it is your critical value. So one look for a table. The t distribution. So this one is one tail. So one tail 0.01, right? 0.01. Degree of freedom is 17. So this one 2.567. So it is symmetry. That's why they don't have the negative. Actually, they're negative and positive. So symmetry, so it's negative 2.567. Okay, so 2.560 negative. And then negative 4.43 is less than negative 2.567. So this number is inside the rejection region. So we said that reject the null hypothesis because in the rejection region. Then the final wording. So final wording, does original claim include equality? If you look at the original claims in here, they don't have the equal sign, so this one's no. And then this one reject, no, and reject the null hypothesis. So here's the wording, there's sufficient evidence to support the claim that, so you want to write that in here. There is sufficient evidence to support the claim that, well, what the claim is on the problem. What's the claim? The mean waiting time is less than 10 minutes. So this is the traditional method, or they call it the critical value method. Compare the test statistic and your critical value. So this one is your critical value. Another method called the p-value method. So p-value method almost the same thing. Everything is kind of same except that. So this one, it is the traditional, or you can call traditional method. So the p-value method. Okay, so let me show you the p-value method. Almost the same thing what you did in here. You did everything in here, and then all you do go. You want using p-value method, you're gonna go here. The final wording, everything is the same. So you want to look at the test statistic. So here, test this negative 4.43. So here's a test statistic. And then here, the area they call is the p-value. So the p-value, this one you might want to using the calculators. So you want using just like the normal CDF. This one called T-CDF. So the lower bound is negative infinity, and the upper bound is negative 4.43, and degree of freedom it is 17, and then go to paste. So you want to go to second VAS, go to T-CDF. So enter information, so it give you negative 1.83 e to the negative 4. Then we move decimal point 4 place to the left. So this one is 0.00018. So we want to compare the p-value with alpha. So p-value is less than alpha. So we're going to reject. You see, you had the same wording. Reject the null hypothesis, and then here's our final wording. So this is the traditional method. This is the p-value method. And then you want to solve using calculator. So you want go to Another way to solve it is we still need to set up the null alternative hypothesis. So you want to go stat, you want to go test, you want to go t-test. We don't know the population standard deviation. So the mu 0 is the first one, so it's 10. X bar 7.6, S 2.3, N 18. Alternative, that's them. And then go to calculate. Then it give you the tested distance, that's what we saw. They give you p-value, that's what we have in here, p-value, right? And then all you do is compare p-value with alpha, then reject or fail reject depend on the p-value compared with alpha. So p-value, that's them equal to alpha, then you reject the null. If p-value greater than alpha, you fail to reject the null hypothesis. Again, make sure you are using the wording for this one to get the final wording.